So this morning we've got a full body workout. Most of our little workouts that we're going to do today are going to be one slower, stronger movement, and then the second one will be a faster movement, and then we'll have a 15-second rest before we go through the two again. So we have 4 sets of exercises. The first one we're going to do, just a nice easy one to warm up through our hips, our glutes, our core. So we're going into about a third of a squat. So like that. And we're going to go out with one leg. Now we want the core muscles really switched on, including the back, so nice and flat. We don't want to be hunched over. We want shoulders, chest out, core muscles really switched on, drawing pelvic floor up, belly button to spine. In that 1/3 of a squat, you can put your hands on your hips if you want. Then we're going to really think about that glute inside of the legs, stepping out. You go out and back in without touching if you're really comfortable. Otherwise, just a nice little step out and back in. So we're going to do 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg, and then we're going to jog it out for 15 seconds. We're going to go through it 4 times. So we'll get started in about 30 seconds. Just wiggling through those hips, roll those shoulders back, take a couple of deep breaths, grab a sip of water if you need it. All right. 15 seconds. So we want everything really stable through the body, through the torso, and just moving that leg out. All right. Into that position, 1/3 of a squat, let's go. So we're doing 30 seconds on just that leg. So trying to keep everything nice and stable. Moving that one leg, whichever side you choose first is fine. Thinking about the glutes, the abductors, doing all the work, engaging the abductors, the ones on the inner thigh to bring the leg back in. One more. Good. Change sides. Keep that 1/3 of the squat. So remember, nice flat back. Keep chest up. Pelvic floor on. Belly button to spine. Everything really tight and stable. Make sure you're breathing. Relax through your neck and shoulders. One more. Good, let's jog it out. Just a nice light jog. Loosen everything up. Take a few nice deep breaths. All right, going back to that first leg. Let's go. I'll show you what I'm doing from the side. So all of this is really tight, really switched on. Nice flat back. Everything's really engaged to keep me sort of as stable as I can. Squeezing this glute to keep my hip nice and tight. Got 8 more seconds on this leg. And changing. Now quick pop up if you need to. Again, making sure pelvic floor is on. All those abdominal muscles. You can sort of engage through your back a little bit more, especially if you're finding that might be aching a little bit. It's a bit weaker in the lower back muscles. 10 more seconds. You can go a little bit slower than me if you want. Just go at the pace that suits you, but we don't want to go too fast. All right, jogging on the squat again. We're halfway through, we're going to do it 2 more times. Loosen up through those quads. All right, let's go back to the first one. So lots of weight and pressure through the whole foot on that leg that's stable. We want to be balanced through the heel and the toes. Check core switched on. Make sure your shoulders are back, not sloping over. Make sure you're breathing. That's an easy one to forget, who would have thought? All right, turn your sides. Go a little bit wider if you're comfortable. Reach that leg out. Right, about 10 more seconds. Nice deep breaths, especially if you're finding your muscles are getting a little bit tired. And jog it out. Loosen up those hips, have a little wiggle. Going through one more time. All right, back to that first leg. Core on, nice big long reach. So again, think about the muscles that you want really working. Glute that's stable, pushing the hip forward. Glute that's moving, side of the thighs working, nice and controlled. All the torso is really switched on, pelvic floor up. One more. Good, pop up and back down. Other side. Nice long reach. Double check your breathing. Check all those core muscles again. Got about 12 seconds. Then we've got our last jog. Have a rest and sip of water. One more. Good, and jog it out. Go a little bit quicker on this last jog. 10 seconds. Light on the toes. And rest. Roll those shoulders back. Wiggle those hips. Grab a sip of water, guys. Well done. Gonna put my hair up so I can get a bit hot there. All right, the next workout. If you've got a couple of dumbbells, grab them. A couple of drink bottles, cans. You don't have to have anything, totally fine. Or you can even grab a pillow for the first exercise. Don't stress if you don't have anything, it will just add a little bit more to it if you do. All right, so the first exercise is ground to overhead. So working through the hamstrings, we want to find a nice big stretch in that position. Use glutes to push your hips forward, core back, really switched on. Press, gently squeezing through our shoulder blades. And then second exercise, just a step back and row. Done that one before. All right, we're going to get started in 3 seconds. And go. So ground to overhead. Doing this one for 30 seconds. Then we'll do the step back and row for 30 seconds. And then we'll rest for 15. So nice big stretch through the hamstrings. Gentle squeeze through the shoulder blades as we go up. All the core switched on nice and tight. This is our controlled movement. Really working the back of the body for this one. And then our quicker movement. Stepping back, squeezing through the shoulder blades. Now if you don't have a weight, just a nice flat, straight hand is totally fine. Deep breaths. Nice big step backs. Get your heart rate up. And rest. So 15 seconds rest. Roll those shoulders back. Going back to ground overhead next. Nice deep breath. Pelvic floor on, core on, let's go. Really feeling it through the hamstrings. Move your hips forward nice and quick to get a bit more momentum in the up. Controlling it down on the way back down. This is a great full body exercise. You could try during the week with maybe something that's a little bit heavier. Make sure your body's warmed up first if you're going to do that. Nice deep breaths. One more. Good, all right, step back and row. So nice and quick, getting our heart rate up. Squeezing through the lower part of our shoulder blades. If you find it's a bit much in this hand position, if you're holding weights, you can always flip the weights over. So your hands are facing up. You've got the elbows going back. One more. Good, and rest for 15. Halfway through, done it twice, doing 2 more times. Nice deep breath. Roll those shoulders back. All right. Ready? Let's go. Ground to overhead. So, particularly as your arms go up and back down, we really want those core muscles switched on. You would never sort of think that this is an ab exercise, but it most certainly is. Hold up the pelvic floor, pull in all those deep core muscles, and you have yourself an excellent core workout included in this. All right, step back and row. Right, nice and quick. Some nice easy exercise. Again, really working through the full body to make sure you're aiming for the lower part of your shoulder blades at the back. 5 more seconds. And rest. We've got 1 more time through. So let's really focus on that hamstring stretch and using the glutes to push your hips forward in this last round of ground overhead. So let's go. So really getting a bit of a thrust movement through those hips to get those weights up without having to do much effort for upper body. We've done kettlebell swings before, it's similar movement. 10 more seconds. Nice big stretch through those hamstrings, guys. Good, and into the step back and row. Go as quick as you can, it's the last time we're doing this. I want to see some sweat on your faces. Mine started. Swap those hands around. If the weights are getting a little bit heavy there for your shoulders. Quick, quick, quick. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Weights down, good on you guys. Oh, I've definitely got the heart racing, the lungs pumping. Ooh. Roll those shoulders back. All right. Next one. While you're resting, I will demonstrate. If you've got weights, you can do them again. Otherwise, just body weight is absolutely fine. We're going to either, whatever's comfortable for you, step forward or step back. We're going to do a lunge and then a lat raise. Lunge and lat raise. Alternate legs, doesn't matter if you go forward or back. I like to do my lat raises with bent elbows. You go straight arms if you want, or something in between. When we do these, we want to again squeeze through that lower part of the shoulder blades. We're going to work through the lats here a bit more and the delts up on our shoulder. Second exercise, nice and simple. Squat jacks, touching the floor. Just step it if you need to. Otherwise, jump it. So 30 seconds of each, 15 seconds rest, 4 times through, getting started in 6 seconds. All right, nice deep breath. Starting with those lunges, let's go. So alternating legs, whoops. Do the lat raise at the top, guys, don't copy me. You can do it at the bottom if you want, but it does make it a bit more stable for your body, better for the balance if we do it at the top. So as we're stepping into that lunge, I want to try to keep our body, our torso upright as much as possible. If you're using your elbows for the lat raise, think about the elbow part. All right, into your squat jacks. So you can step these if you need to. Absolutely fine. Just think about getting your butt down in between your heels. Arms up nice and tall at the top, have a big stretch. One more. And rest. 15 seconds. Well done, guys. All right, let's get our breaths back. Find that balance. Core switched on, let's go. So nice high elbows, nice high hands, whichever one you're using for the lat raise. We will want to keep them in line with our shoulders or back just a little bit, squeezing through those shoulder blades. Think about squeezing in through under the armpits as well. And squat jacks, tap the ground, stretch up. Think about that. Whoops. I don't know what I'm doing with my arms now, guys. Sorry. There we go. Think about getting into a squat as well. Oh, there you go. I don't know what my arms are doing. And rest. Oh, I've lost the plot. You guys are doing good though. Keep doing that. Don't copy my arms. Oh dear. All right, that was quite three. We've got two more. Back into the lunges. Switch your core on. Let's go. And raise. Squeeze through those shoulder blades. Try to engage the lats under your armpits. Nice controlled movement. Not too fast. Keep that balance. Keep everything switched on. Engaged, nice and tight. One more. Good. All right, squat jacks. I'll get it right this time. Think about the squat part as well as the jumping part. And again, you can step if you need to. So good, guys. Keep going. Last one. Good. Rest. One more time through. Oh my goodness, it looks like we've lost a couple of people. Are you still there? Yes. Cool, cool, cool. I'm going to be worried in a minute. All right, lunges last time. Whoop. Good, nice controlled, nice and slow. Working through those glutes and quads. Okay, core switched on. 8 more seconds. Good, squeezing through those shoulder blades. All right, squat jacks for the last time. Come on, Simonne, let's get it right. I can see everyone now. I'm just going for a bit more space than what I've got in here. Good on you guys. Keep going. 10 more seconds. Last one. Well done. All right, roll those shoulders back. Grab a sip of water. Wipe that sweat away because I know you're all sweaty. That was a really good one. Getting the heart rate up. All right. Last set is on the ground. We are going to do a little bit different this time. V in and out. If you're not comfortable with that, you're going to go into a V sit or with feet up, or no hands there. 4 different options for you. Want back tight, core tight. Second exercise is just going to be a hold. Bear hold, knees just up above the ground. And then we'll rest for 15 seconds. All right, got 10 seconds and we'll start. So we've got the V hold, with feet up, no hands, or moving, whatever's going to work for you. Let's go. I'm going to start with my hands there. Work my triceps just a little bit. So we want, again, core obviously switched on, chest up, back nice and tight. Try keeping our balance there, feet together helps. One more. And rolling over into our bear hold. Hands under shoulders. Knees roughly under hips. Or a little bit further inside. Core switched on, really important for this. Push up through your shoulder blades. Don't let them drop down. Push your feet into the ground. And rest. Right, 15 seconds rest and we go again. Another alternative for the V hold, not quite up to the moving part, is just moving the feet. Give that one a go too. All right, let's do it. So in and out. We'll just demonstrate a couple of different ones for you again. You can go just into that V hold, hands up, feet up, some flutters, moving with the hands down, moving with the hands up as well. Just keep it nice and controlled. And rolling over into that bear hold, hands under shoulders, push up through the toes. Making sure you're pushing up through your shoulder blades. Ten more seconds. And rolling back over. You're starting to get a bit tired. I'm going to just a V hold. Got 6 more seconds till we start. All right, let's go. So V hold again, just in that position, press up through the back or shoulder blades, hands up. We'll get that movement happening. Want to keep chest up, all the core really switched on. And rest, rolling over. Guys, you're doing so good. I know this is tough, I'm doing it with you. All right, bear hold, push up through the shoulder blades. Push into your feet. If you need to, drop down, come back up again. Try to be balanced between your hands and your feet. Focus on your breathing. And rest. Got one more time for you guys. You're doing so good. Keep going with me, all right? We're almost there. All right, a couple of nice deep breaths. All right, into that V. Move the legs if you want. Get the hands down there. Your hip flexors are feeling a bit tight, just pop the feet down. Hands up. Just hold that position, mix it around a bit. We're still working all those muscles, just different intensities. And rolling over, last 30 seconds, guys. Hands on the shoulders. Push your feet into the ground. Knees make sure they're about hip width apart, but just up off the ground. Push through the shoulder blades, core switched on. Balance between hands and feet. Focus on your breathing. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done, guys. Hey, while we're still kneeling down on the ground, let's just do a quick stretch. We're going to do something that's called thread the needle. We're going to pop our hand under and then come up. Just a nice gentle twist through the torso, stretching through the shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Just a nice smooth movement with that arm. Let's change sides. Coming down, stretching the back of that shoulder and coming up, twisting through the torso. Nice smooth movement. Deep breaths, particularly as you open up through the arm and the chest there. One more. Good. All right, we'll do a hip flexor stretch. Push feet into the ground, knee into the ground, tuck your bottom under, gently push it forward. You should feel a little bit of a stretch through the front here, front of the hip. Good, and changing sides. Tuck your bottom under, push feet into the ground, knee into the ground, gently pushing the hip forward. Try to stay upright, we're not bending over too much. We're nice and square with the hips. Push that hip forward a little bit more. Nice deep breaths. Coming up nice and tall, nice big stretch up. Wiggle through the hips and shoulders. Dropping down. Deep breath at the bottom. And slowly coming back up. Roll those shoulders back. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Next week, I think we've got box fit, so get your boxing gloves out. And you like dumbbells, always one of my favourite workouts. How you all feeling?